Where do successful people get it from? Where do they get the drive from? The will to go out and do it? I'll be honest, I don't know, man. It's just a refusal to quit, I guess. So before tonight, it's Thursday night. I was at 20 miles. I'm gonna get in 7 today, so I'll be at 27 miles out here trying to get in easy miles, but I'm climbing some pretty big hills I found. I'll have to show them to you guys in the daylight. This is actually private property, but the kid told me I could come back here and run the roads if I wanted to, so I took him up on it. These hills are making it tough for an easy run, but I'm putting in like 11 or 12 minute paces or splits. So anyways, still got snow, as you can see, almost a week later. And last weekend when I was running in the snow, I was doing a long run and I took like 3 or 4 walking breaks. Like, I don't mean like walk for like a minute. I mean walking for like 5 or 10 minutes at a time. And so I was out there running. It was snowing. I had ice all over my beard and my mustache and all over my like eyelashes. And I was done, bro. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of the cold. I'm mainly tired of running in the cold. I think that's my biggest problem right now. But I was out there in the cold and the snow, and I started walking. I was like, I'm tired of this. But then I think about the goals that I have. And I got a 50 miler I'm training for. And a few months after that, me and a few buddies want to run across our county. It'll be like a 30-mile run. I'm like, man, these things that sound cool, these big goals and things that I have, the person that comes or shows up capable of doing those things is built in this crap right here. Running on the snow and the ice, dodging the slick spots at 7 o'clock at night in below freezing weather yet again. These are boring miles, man. So I don't mind them too much today because I've been kind of in a mental rut. I actually had a really rough day today. But I was like, where do people get the drive, man? Because I almost made a video last weekend asking, is this what breaking down looks like? Like when I was out there walking on my 11-mile run, I asked myself, I said, is this the breaking point? Is this what it looks like to give up? You know, I don't know. And I was like, is this who I am? Out here walking on like a 10-mile run? Got down in a pretty deep, dark spot on Saturday's run, and then I took Sunday off, and then came back Monday and did like 13 miles in the snow. Now that was a planned ultra style run. I would run 0.9 of a mile and then walk 0.1. So I only ran like 11.7, but I got in 13 miles total. I had something else I wanted to say, but I forgot, and my arms are getting tired. But you know, where do people get it from? I've had to ask myself that a lot here recently, just because I'm so sick and freaking tired of running in this cold. But it's a refusal to give in, I guess. Let me put my phone up and I'll come back to you in just a second. All right, here is today's run. 7 miles, average pace, 11:40. I'm not real sure where I was going with that video that I was trying to take earlier. If it comes back to me, I'll record it tomorrow. But that's the story for today. I didn't feel like getting the work in, but you just got to do it anyways, you know. It's cold. I'm tired of being out here in the cold. I miss the summertime, you know, hot, sweaty runs. Right now my hands are like stiff and cold and they hurt. But I got goals and I got things that I want to do, and this is simply the work required to do to get them done. It's not pretty. Something else I was thinking about on today's run is, would you do it without the cameras? And, you know, unfortunately there's a camera here right now. But you have to decide that you would. You know, it's a commitment that you make beforehand. If I only ran when I wanted to or felt like it, then I would have ran maybe 15 miles in the past 2 months. It's been so freaking cold. I don't want to be out here, man. But, you know, it's just one of those things that I've committed to, and I'm going to put in the work regardless of how I feel. And you just got to do it, you know. I had one other train of thought I wanted to go down, and I forgot where it was. I forgot where it was going, what it was, whatever, man. This is just, oh yeah. Would you do it with the camera or without the camera? Like I said, it's a commitment. I think my answer is yes. You know, I've been slacking on like actually working out, like, you know, upper body and stuff. I've been hitting one leg workout a week and some pull-ups, but I've really been slacking on like my push-ups and bench pressing. I'm gonna go home and hit some push-ups tonight. Mainly I've been sacrificing that just for, you know, more time to come out here and run. But would you do it without a camera in front of you? You know, you have to ask, am I doing this for the views, the clicks, the little bit of fame around town, you know, running a 50-miler? Because those are the things that everybody sees. But this right here, what I did tonight, nobody sees this. And I'm not going to post this run on like my Snapchat and, you know, be like, another 7 miles today. It's too slow to post. But really, you know, this is the work that makes everything else possible. And nobody's going to see this except you guys. I mean, you guys are only seeing parts of it. I don't know if you can tell, but like my hands are starting to get discolored. And that's about as fast as I can open and close my hand right now. Just because they're cold and stiff. And still snowy and icy out here, man. You guys are just seeing parts of it. You didn't see the, you know, 5 to 10 mile an hour breezy wind. My lips are like chapped again and sticking together out here. You guys don't see the cough that I'm gonna have tomorrow because I decided to come out here and run in below freezing weather. But it's just sacrifices that you make, and it's work that you have to put in. But there's a little breeze right now, and I need to get inside where it's warm. So I'll catch you guys later. 2 miles, average pace 7:04. Oh, I'm so slow. I need to do more speed work, but when it's 15 degrees outside, it's hard to get out here and do it. I just PR'd my 2 miler. The last time I PR'd my 2 miler, it was in September. And then I maybe had like a month of good speed work, and then after that, it's been mostly all base mileage. So it's kind of cool to see I'm getting faster just from the base mileage, but not as fast as I'd like to be. I just had some pretty bad side stitches. Oh man, first mile was 7:07. Second mile was 7 flat. I came out here and I wanted to hold like 650s. Oh man. Average heart rate was 183. So not an easy run by any means. Just coming out here, I was trying to break 14 minutes. My last PR, I don't remember if it was in the 15s or like 14:30 or 14:40. I don't know. My average pace on my last 2-mile PR in September was 7:15. So I knew that I wanted to break that for sure. And I had that at 7:04 today. Oh man. So dropped from 7:15 for 2 miles down to a 7:04 with mostly base mileage. And I think that was at the end of September, maybe the beginning. We'll say the beginning. So September, October, November, December, and here we are at the end of January. So like 5 months of running, and that's the progress I've made. Now I will say I am putting in like 30-mile weeks right now, 30 to 35. This run put me at 29. I'm gonna do an easy run tomorrow, probably around 5 at least. Oh man, I'm hurting. It's gonna be colder tomorrow. Like tomorrow, it's gonna be like, I think the high is like close to 10 degrees tomorrow. So tomorrow is gonna be freezing cold. So I might do a long run, or I might just do like an easy 5 miles. I really need to do more speed work, but when it's just cold, man, it's rough because I know that I'm gonna be coughing tomorrow because I've been out here huffing and puffing in this cold air tonight. So I'll be sick tomorrow. Just part of it, I guess. You know, got goals, got things I need to do, because if I want to run a 50 miler and I feel like I'm redlined, like, you know, my heart rate's cruising around like anywhere from 180 to 190 at like a 6:50 to 7-minute pace, it's gonna be hard to make the time cut off, I feel like, especially with the hills. So I really need to get faster, but I need to have more mileage on my legs, and it's hard to do it all. My legs are actually still sore from a squat session I hit Tuesday. I think I mentioned it yesterday. I did, 100 flights of stairs on the Stairmaster too. And then I've just been stacking miles ever since that run, and my legs just aren't fully recovered yet. But just running on sore legs right now. I mentioned it last week. This is the part of the prep where I'm probably gonna feel like crap all the time, and it's just because I'm so beat up and fatigued. But you got to chip away at the stone to build back better. So the next month, really, I've got a month of training left. It's maybe January 31st right now. I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the date. And then train hard all of February. But the race is coming up quick. To be honest, I'm feeling a little unprepared. That's why I'm just trying to make myself get out here and do it regardless of the cold, because I still got work that needs to be put in. But I'm gonna go inside and take a hot shower now, and get ready to do it again tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Hey, show up and put in the work, boys, and this is the kind of stuff you get right there. I came out here tonight. I was just gonna do like 4 miles, somewhere between like 8:45 and 9:15. Today's Saturday. I'm kind of planning on like a big like 10-mile run at least tomorrow. And so I was like, I'll just come out here, you know, put in some easy miles, kind of rest up, you know, for the bigger effort tomorrow. So I came out here, clocked an 8:45 for the first mile. Then my second one was like an 8:27. And then my third mile was in the teens, like 8:15 or something. And I was like, all right, I need to slow it down for one. And two, I was like, let's see how far I can go, because I was feeling so good today. Like light on my feet, my stride, you know, had that gracefulness to it. I really think a big part of that is the speed work, which I'll touch on that in just a second. And by the time I hit 4 miles, I was like, dude, I'm going to PR my 10-mile tonight. And I probably could have went for a half marathon PR, but, you know, I'll save that for another day. The body was willing to give me a 10-mile PR tonight, so I'll take that. I wanted to run a few more hills, but back there on the gravel, I started having some problems with the plantar fasciitis. So I had to come out here and finish out on the blacktop. Because, you know, where we've got the snow, they've like graded these gravel roads, and so there's a lot of rock sticking up, and so my feet were kind of taking a beating. And I really started feeling it about 6.5 miles in. And so anyways, I came out here and PR'd my 10-mile tonight, 8:30 for 10 miles. I think part of it, what made me feel so smooth today, is the speed work. So literally last night, I PR'd my 2-miler at like 7:04 pace for 2 miles. I did a 7:07 and a 7 flat. Took off like 22 seconds off my best 2-mile time. And you know, when you're only logging quick or slow miles, I mean, like coming out here on the long runs and doing, you know, 9:15s at your best, all the way out to like 11 and 12-minute paces. When you only do that for 25 miles a week, and then you come out here and you try to clock like 8:30s and stuff, the 8:30s feel fast because, you know, that's the fastest that you've been running. I think the 7-minute splits yesterday was just kind of like a little mental reset, you know, like a gut check. I was like, all right, you know, this is what it feels like for my legs to really be working, to really be moving fast. And so I got out here tonight, and like, sure, 8:30s and 8:45s, like, it's a lot quicker than I normally run, but I was way more comfortable because, you know, I wasn't dying at a 7 flat. So I don't know, man, that consistency, this puts me at like 39 miles for the week, and I think like 138 miles this month, which is the most miles that I've ran in a month in like a full year. Probably the most I've ever done. So consistency, and then, you know, hills pay the bills. I've been trying to put in some hill work, even if it's slow, just getting in that climbing. And you know, what little bit of speed work I've done seems to be helping out. So I'm gonna go inside and warm up and catch you guys next week.